In the previous Playwright tutorial, I have discussed how to create post API request using static API request body. And in this video, I will talk about how to create post API request using dynamic API request body in Playwright and TypeScript. So let's start creating the dynamic API request body JSON file. So here I will navigate to the Postman. So previously we were passing this entire JSON object in the JSON file, and directly we were reading it and we are passing on to the post API request. So this time what we will do is, so we will pass the first name, last name and total price. In many cases you need to pass the test data from the test itself, or you need to generate the dynamic test data by using the plugins. So firstly we will see how to pass the test data from the test itself, and in the next tutorial I will be talking about how to generate the data at runtime by using the plugins also. So let's copy this API request body and let's create a one file under the API underscore requests folder. So here I will give the file name as dynamic underscore post API request dot JSON. So I will add the post API request body here. So here what I will do is, so we are going to pass the first name, last name and total price from the test itself. And in the next tutorial, we will see how to pass the dynamic data from the using the plugins. So here what I will do is, in the curly brackets, simply I will add the index numbers. So firstly, I'm passing the 0 inside the curly brackets, and second I'm passing the 1, and similarly here I will pass the open and close curly brackets, and inside that I will pass the 2. If you want to update any of the fields, you can add the next index number within the curly brackets. Say for example, I want to update the additional needs field. So here I need to pass the 3 within the curly brackets. So this is all about creating the dynamic post API request JSON file. Now let's quickly create a utility method which will accept the data of this JSON file and test data which we want to update it in the runtime. So what I will do is, so simply I will copy this function. So it is very simple function what I have written, and I will go back to the our project and inside the src folder. So I am going to the utils folder. Here I'm creating a one file called API helper.ts. Then I will paste this function. So this is the exportable asynchronous function. So we are going to call this format API request function from the test. And then we are passing the first parameter as the this particular JSON data as a string. And second parameter is, so we are passing the array. So in this JSON file, we are updating the all these fields. So we are creating a one array and we are passing the that array to the this format API request method. And at the end, this is going to return us the string type of data. So if you look at this particular return statement, so by using this string, what we are doing is we are using the replace method. So wherever we are having the index numbers within the flower brackets, if you see here guys, so here we are having the open and close flower brackets, that is nothing but the curly braces, and here we are passing the index numbers. If you look at the our Postman API request body JSON file, right? So which will replace each and every curly bracket values from this particular given string, and at the end it is going to return us the string type of data. So that's a bit about the format API request. Let's quickly create a spec file now. So here I will go to the tests folder and inside the chapter 6. So already we have created a one spec file. So simply I will copy this spec file and I will paste it inside the chapter 6 only. So let's rename the spec file name as 02 post API request underscore dynamic dot spec dot ts. So that's it. So let's go to the new spec file. And here I will update the firstly test title. So here I'll say create post API request using dynamic API request body in Playwright and TypeScript. So that's it, guys. So here previously we were reading the JSON file. I will delete that. So let's import this particular function in the spec file now. And after that, so we are going to read that particular JSON file what we have created in the initially, and we will pass on to the format API request method. So by using the import statement, so I will import the format API request function in the spec file. And after that, so I will do the another two imports. One is the path to get the JSON file location, and another one is the fs from the fs to read the JSON file. So here I'll say import. So I'll say path from. So I will specify the path here. And similarly, so I will import the fs from the fs to read the JSON file. So that's it. Now, so by using the path, I will get this JSON file location. So here I'll say path dot, here I'll say join. So I will call to the method called join. Inside this, I will pass the underscore directory name, and followed by that, so I will have to specify the location of the JSON file. So here I will go to the my project and I will right click on the JSON file what we have created in the beginning of this tutorial. So simply I will copy the relative path and I will paste it inside the join method. So this is our file path, guys. Then I will assign back to the one constant variable called file path. So right now we are having the file path. We want to read this particular file by using the fs. So here I'll say fs dot read file sync. You need to call to this particular method to read the content of the JSON file. And here we are passing the file location. So where exactly we are having the file. And after that, I'm passing the data format, in which format I want to read the data. So here I will pass the UTF-8. And after reading the data, so I will assign back to the one variable called, so here I'll say JSON template. So right now, we are able to read the data from this JSON file and we are assigning back to the variable called JSON template. And if you look at this format API request method, so which is accepting the template, that is the JSON template what we are passing here. And next we have to pass the list of values which we are going to update in this API request body, correct? So let's create a one array. So where we are passing the all the values which we want to update at the runtime. So here I'm creating a one variable called values. So which is array. So let's pass the three value here. And if you look at this JSON file, so we are going to pass the first name, last name, and total price. So let's pass the first name. So here I'll pass the Playwright TypeScript by tester stock. So you can pass any random values. It will work fine. So this is the first name I'm passing it. So let's pass the last name also. So last name I'm providing it as Playwright JavaScript by tester stock. Now we have to pass the total price. So here I'm passing the total price as 1000, right? Now we are having the JSON data in the form of string and we are having the list of values. Now let's call the function which we have implemented here and also we have imported in the current spec file. So I will copy this function name and I will use the await and I will call to this particular function. So this function is accepting two parameters. One is the JSON template, another one is the array, right? Already we have created these two variables and respective values, right? So this JSON template contains the JSON data from the JSON file and values contains the data which we want to update it in the at runtime, right? So after calling this method, right? So which is returning us the string type of data, right? So let's assign back to the one variable called post API request. So that's it. So once we are having the updated post API request body, right? So simply we have to pass this on to our post function, right? So this is where we are passing the API request body. So if you look at this function which is returning us the string type of data. So we have to convert this into the JSON type of data. Then we have to assign to the data property. So here what I will do is I will use the JSON dot parse to convert the post API request string data into the JSON type of data. So let's call to the parse method and we will pass the post API request variable here. So which will convert into the JSON type of data. Right guys? So we are done with writing the test now. Sorry guys. So let me add the comments what we are doing exactly here. Firstly, we are reading the JSON file and here we are updating the post API request body. Right guys? So it is very simple and straightforward. Now our test is ready. Let's run the test and we should be able to create the booking here by using the post method. And after that, we are doing multiple validations. So firstly, we are validating the API response, that is a status code, status text, and headers also we are validating. And here we are validating the key names. And at the end, we are validating the API response body, right? So it will work fine because I'm passing the first name, last name correct only, right? So if there is a mismatch, our test will fail. Let's run the test and see the results. And if you see here guys, our test is perfectly working fine. So let's go to the output, and we are able to create the booking. Here we can see the unique ID, and also we are able to pass the all the values whatever we are passing from the test, and we are able to pass that into the post API call, first name, last name here, and also here you can see the total price, correct? And our test is perfectly working fine. Now this time I'm going to pass the different values for the first name and last name. So here I will go to the again spec file. So firstly I will pass the, here I'll say Cypress by tester stock as the first name. So let's add the this particular validations in the first name, expected value, and let's update the second parameter value. Here I'll say JavaScript by tester stock. So let's update this last name in the expected value also. So that's it guys. Now this time we should be able to create a booking with the first name as Cypress by tester stock and last name as JavaScript by tester stock. If you see here guys, so our test is perfectly working fine, and we are able to create a booking. That means we are able to create a booking for the customers, right? With the unique ID here. So this is how you can create the post API request using dynamic API request body in Playwright.